I did a deep dive into over 1,000 real marriages, and what I discovered is going to blow your mind. I'm Paul Friedman. I'm founder of the Marriage Foundation, and I used to help people with a divorce. I was a divorce mediator until 2001. Then I shifted to helping people with their marriages, and believe me, it wasn't for the money. But I believed in divorce. I thought, when you've had enough, you get a divorce. But then a couple asked me to help them save their marriage. Oh my God, what I discovered in doing a deep dive just for them blew my mind. And I'm going to share things with you that are going to blow your mind. The number one thing and if you're receptive, you're going to hear this and you're going to go, whoa. The number one thing was the reason why you got married in the first place. Now, when I started to work with this first couple, that became sort of my pole star. We want them, I felt, we want them to have what they wanted. Why did they want to get married in the first place? So I didn't know the reason. When that question came to mind, it was like, hey, I never asked that question myself. And so I started asking people, why did you get married? Why did you get married? I wanted a universal answer. I knew there had to be a universal answer. And even standing in line at Starbucks, I'd say, why did you get married? I'm sorry to blah, 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 but why did you get married? Every single person, well, there were some who were a little strange, said, because I fell in love. And I thought, that's cool, but that doesn't really answer the question. That's why you married them. But why get married at all? And finally, I'll be honest with you, I asked God. I sat and meditated. This is not going to turn into a religious video, so don't worry about that. But I asked God and he answered me. It's so funny. We don't ask God direct questions and we don't get direct answers, but when you do, you do. Happiness. We want to be happy. We want to be happy. That's what I discovered. Isn't it crazy? None of us think in those terms. If we thought in those terms, it would make our marriages so much better because we would have something to strive for. We wouldn't just be living our day-to-day marriage, bumping into each other and bumping into the wall and bumping into other things. We'll go, wait a minute, that's not making me happy. I want to be happy. How am I going to be happy? And that became the second question. What universally makes everybody happy? And please don't say a Mercedes-Benz. Well, they're pretty good cars. I don't have one, but they're good cars. But there is something that makes everybody happy. You cannot not be happy when you're experiencing love. The trouble is, we allow ourselves to be dragged down into the gutter of day-to-day BS, don't we? We worry about this. We worry about that. We wonder if so-and-so is thinking this about us or what's going on. Our mind pulls us away from the one thing that makes us happy, love. And what's the solution? The solution is to bring our mind back. We have free will. It's an amazing thing. By the way, I want to let you know that I laid out the entire science of marriage. Notice how I didn't say I created the entire science of marriage. I can't do that. What I did was I laid out what already exists, the principles, the do's, the don'ts, the interactions, how to communicate better, how to feel that love, cultivate that love, that heart's desire. All of it is laid out. I put it into 2 books. I put it into Lessons for a Happy Marriage. That was the first book that I wrote. And the second book that I wrote is very similar but deeper, Breaking the Cycle. They've been on Amazon for years and years and years, doing very well. And what this science tells us is that achieving happiness in marriage is no different mechanically than driving a car when you operate it according to how it is supposed to be operated. Duh. But we're not told that. When we have problems with our marriage in today's age of psychoanalysis and all that, we go to a therapist and they go, well, how does that make you feel? What did he do? What did she do? What's going on here? Tell me about it, which is the wrong direction to go in. If you want to be happy in your marriage, you don't start digging into the garbage can. You have a beautiful house, a beautiful apartment. You live in a very clean environment. But you don't start going into the trash to define how your home could be better. What you do is you look for things that you could make more beautiful. You put some flowers, a vase here, and you get a new couch or a new TV, and you improve your home environment. You don't go backwards. You don't go into the trash. And the same principle applies to your marriage. You want to have a great marriage. So what you do, you don't deal with the past at all. We don't deal with the past at the Marriage Foundation. We have our online course for women and our online course for men. We have our 2 books. And with the online course, you get to write into our counselors all that you want. And people may ask, well, my husband was really into porn. He's really into porn. My husband is having an affair. My wife is really cold towards me. I can't believe how unappreciative she is. All of these things. The answer is always the same. Work on yourself, your inner self. Cultivate the love. Redefine yourself. Rise above all of the junk. Now, sometimes you may seem detached to your partner when you do that, but that's okay because you got married to be happy. Ironically, this is what we all want in life as an individual. There was a guy, Maslow, he put it the hierarchy of life, what we all want. We have to have air, and we have to have water, and we have to have food. But what we're really striving for, above those things even, is happiness. We want to be happy. And when we find our soulmate, we're thrilled to death. Because why? Because it opens up our heart and we feel love within. It's not that they love us. This is a misconception. It's that we love them. And by loving them, we are swimming in that love. That love is universal. You can't remove love. All you can do, and this is what gets people in trouble, is move away from that love and into the junk of life, and then you're screwed. So the whole idea is to understand you got married to be happy. To be happy, you give love, and you don't allow your mind to dwell on or go to the negativity that is all around us. You don't do it. And it's ridiculously simple. Now, here is the principle. When you're experiencing love, you cannot feel anger. You cannot feel disappointment. You cannot feel discouragement. Won't work. But you can stop feeling that love and go to the discouragement and the disadvantages that you have and all of this nonsense. Free will and volition. It's the name of the game, and that's how it applies to your marriage. Isn't it so cool? Please do me a favor right now. Punch that subscribe button. You have nothing to lose, so just do it. You watch this video, so punch the subscribe button, punch the like button, and be sure to visit us again. And go to our website. See all the offerings that we have. You may be inclined just to read one of my books. It will change your life. But if you really want to supercharge your marriage, get one of the courses based on your gender. I'm Paul Friedman. I'm so glad you stopped by. God bless you and take care. Thank you.